believe that Wembley won the round with 33 and Hayabusa got 32. How does that feel, Dennis?
Well, we're actually happy that the scores are like this because we wanted to beat Airspeed here, but unfortunately they couldn't come, and so it's very cool to now have another team that we can battle with and just try to push ourselves, you know.
And are they doing that? They're putting a little pressure on you?
Well, of course, score-wise they do, but let's just see how over 5 rounds today how we stand, you know.
And how did the rest of the meet go for you? Because we haven't really seen any scores other than round 1.
No, we didn't see any scores right now, and for us it's a little bit difficult to get ourselves really pushed into the game, but we're getting there. Yeah, definitely.
So are you saying it's difficult to get pushed into the game because you can't see any scores?
Yeah, we actually just saw round 1 now, so now we know that we were behind in the first round. So now it actually just pushes up, but we already did 5 rounds, you know.
Bit late to catch up then.
It's a little late, yeah.
And what do you think of the draw? How are we looking? Are we looking for a fast meet, high averages, or average meet?
I think it's a very technical draw, because even you have all the blocks inside it, you also have difficult transitions. So it's kind of a challenge for each team to find their transition to make it happen, you know, and that's a different draw.
That was kind of an interesting round with the close of the 21 and a lot of people taking the short move with the centers out to the 14. So did you have a discussion about that, or was it just the way to go?
I think it's for many teams, you know, those transitions, don't come up that very often, and then you just have to decide, okay, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Am I going to take the long turn, like the original transitions that we do? And I think everybody just decided for themselves. It's just a tricky transition.
And now that, I mean, you guys have been together 10 years or something like that, maybe not with exactly the same lineup, but is it always very clear, your puzzling of a dive when you look at it, or do you have discussions about shall we do it this way or that way?
I think it's most of the time it's pretty clear. Sometimes we still have to decide, but because we have so many repetitions in training that it comes very often to say, okay, this we did before, it doesn't work at all. So then we take the more obvious the obvious way.
And so you haven't got Gary here. So are you missing Gary, your coach?
Gary is always a good addition to competitions, you know, because he gives the right info at the right time, you know, we go in with the right mindset. And yeah, I must say we miss him a little bit. I hope he comes back. We'll pay him a flight.
And so when Gary coaches you, he's never actually flown at the speeds that you're flying at, but he still works out for you as a coach. What does he bring to the table?
Like I said, it brings the right mindset, and he knows to say the right things at the right moment. He maybe didn't make the averages that we're making right now, but yeah, it's another way of coaching, I feel. You know, he doesn't have to say hey, to turn left you need to use this knee or whatever, you know. It's more of how do we work together and how do we make things happen together, you know.
And what's your plan now until the World Meet in Chicago?
Now we're just gonna work hard to the World Meet, because okay, Airspeed did their change, but it doesn't change anything for us. We just have the same mindset. Gary is still pushing us forward, and we're just gonna work until the World Meet to just outscore ourselves. I think okay, Airspeed is gonna bring a strong lineup to the table anyway, but we're just gonna work on ourselves towards the World Meet.
So you saw Airspeed recently in the Clash of Champions in Dubai, and also at the World Air Games, where you guys came out on top. Are you going to see them again, or until the World Meet, or is that going to be your next rendezvous? I
recently saw the NSL talk that they did with Kurt Gable, and they are still scheduling. So they canceled this one. So I hope to see them somewhere else, maybe in Europe. I'm kind of hoping for the Bedford Challenge that they decide to show up there and have a competition with them there. But if they decide not to come, then probably Chicago will be the one we're going to see them.
And how hard is it to keep pushing yourselves to a new average when if you're in a competition? I know you guys, you want to win, and airspeed are there, that's going to lift you to new heights. But when you don't have people like that to push you, how hard is it to keep going on your own to still push your average?
It's not easy, but most of the time it's Gary also to drive us that way, you know, like to, okay, guys, get into the moment, focus. And even though that Gary's not here, he's still in contact with us, so he's still helping us forward.
And what do you think of the meet so far, the performance of the scratch teams? We've got two scratch teams from France that are doing really amazing stuff, and obviously Wemby Lille. What do you think?
It's super exciting to watch, you know. They also go with I must say, with a different mindset than what we do. They come here for fun, and they just go full on, nothing to lose, let's see where we end. And they're just all, even though the jump goes bad, they go out of the tunnel with smiles, you know. And it's a kind of the different mindset than what we have. You know, we look at it for the long run to Chicago. And but yeah, it's very cool to watch.
Excellent, thank you. Well, I'll turn to Barak now because they're getting a little bit washed out in the cold here. How are you enjoying the competition so far?
Yeah, very much. It's a learning experience for us. We just come here to learn and compete and get experience. That's what we do. Yeah.
And tell me about your team, Maria. How long have you been together?
Well, we've been together for a couple of years now, and we're training as much as we can. And well, we're hoping to do better every time.
And you've competed at the WindGames before, I think?
Yes, we were here last year, same team, and well, we did better than we thought, so we were happy.
And are you aiming for anything particular this meet? What's your goals? Do you want to beat what you did last year, or beat Hayabusa? What are you aiming for?
Yeah, we're going to try to beat the guys, you know, we're trying pretty hard. I think we're not that far behind them, you know, maybe 200 points at the end or something. No, that for us, it's just a learning experience, and we want to get experience competing. And just by watching these guys, we'll learn a lot, and for us, that's very important. Yeah.
And how fun is it to get this opportunity to compete against national teams that normally you'd have to go to a world meet? Is that special for you?
Very, very special. It's like a treat for us just to see like the best teams here all together. It's very good learning experience for us.
You have a favorite team?
I like them all. I just watch, and it's like I could watch for hours and try to learn just a little turn, and then I try it and it doesn't work that well, but it's just nice to watch it.
Okay, John, what are we going to see in the second half of the meet? What's lined up for the second half of the draw?
I guess there's still got lots of blocks coming up again. I mean, for me, I felt like today there was a lot of rounds where you could kind of go for it a little bit. We haven't really studied it in great detail, but certainly from memory, there's a couple of 3 blockers. So, yeah, a little bit different to today, but we'll just keep going.
And now the 4-way is over. Are you going to stay around and watch the competition in the afternoon, or?
For sure. Yesterday I was watching one of the freestyle guys. Absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to this afternoon watching the freestyle. I've never seen any flying like it. It's fantastic.
Okay, well, thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate your time here, and best of luck for the rest of the meet.
Thank you, Leslie.
Thanks, teams, and thank you, Leslie. Thank you, teams, and thank you, Leslie. We're going to have a look at some video now, and then we're going to be going over to Paloma. And we've got the dynamic starting around 3 p.m. They're having their briefing right now as we speak. That's it for the formation skydiving 4-way right now. Here's some video for you.
Aquí les avisar, perdón. Vale. Pues aquí estamos de nuevo en la planta donde está el túnel Estamos ahora mismo con Sergi, que es la persona encargada de todo el live que estáis viendo desde casa. Sergi, vamos, tenemos un ritmo, una vorágine. ¿Cómo lo estamos llevando?
Hombre, muy bien. Es un deporte muy dinámico y ya que metemos nosotros encargados de que llegue a todos vosotros a través de Internet, vamos a tope. Estamos tomando Red Bull uno tras otro. Pero bueno, estamos contentos porque todo está saliendo bien, está saliendo sobre lo esperado, los equipos lo están haciendo muy bien, está siendo todo muy dinámico, muy entretenido y espero que lo estéis pasando bien desde casa.
Bueno, yo por lo que he oído y he visto que hay movimiento en redes sociales, la gente nos está siguiendo y están pudiendo disfrutar de la competición como lo estamos haciendo aquí. Tanto las personas que se han acercado de los alrededores como meros visitantes no tienen por qué ser voladores. Os animamos a cualquiera que estéis por aquí a venir a poder ver la competición. Es bastante emocionante ver a la gente volar.
Desde luego, además hemos empezado ya muy fuertes con unas rondas de FS y VFS muy interesantes, pero ahora también viene mucha caña, tenemos Dynamic y un poquito más de VFS y FS, y mañana también a tope con las semis y las finales, así que os invitamos a todos a verlo en directo porque es un espectáculo de verdad y estamos muy contentos de que todo va saliendo muy bien.
Pues muchísimas gracias, Sergi.
Gracias a vosotros, aquí estamos para lo que queráis. Gracias.
Bueno, vamos a seguir viendo a ver qué nos encontramos por aquí. Liz, bueno, aquí tenemos